Hello team, welcome to the Jenkins for DevOps training, and in this particular lecture we will see how we can install the Jenkins on Mac machine. If you are using Linux or Windows user, you can skip this lecture. So let's start with. So we will see what we are going to cover in this particular lecture. Very first, we will download the Jenkins for Mac. Then we will see the prerequisite for the Jenkins. After this, we will start the Jenkins service on your Mac system. Then we verify the status of Jenkins service on my Mac machine. Once I successfully started the Jenkins server, I will set up my account credentials on Jenkins. After this, I will install the basic plugins on my Jenkins, right? So this is the content we are going to cover today. So let's start with. Very first, you need to open the browser and type download Jenkins. This will land you on the web page, which is the very first link of this particular web page is Jenkins IO download, which is the Jenkins official website. I will click this link. After this link, you will render on this particular web page. This is the official Jenkins website, right? So over here, we are getting two kinds of builds. One is long-term support LTS and another is weekly release. So we will go with the long-term support release because long-term support release is a release which has been tested with the Jenkins community, right? Weekly, it may be possible that the weekly build have some kind of bugs and it may also have the latest features, but we will go with the stable build which is long-term support. Now there is two options to install the Jenkins on macOS. Either you can download from click by this particular link and it will download a complete package on your Mac which is executable software and which will install the Jenkins on your machine, right? Or we can go with the generic Java package which will be a war file and we need to execute this particular war file. So we will go with the generic Java package. So to download the generic Java package, we need to click it and download is started. We will see how to install or configure the Jenkins once the file will be completely downloaded. Once the Jenkins.war file will be completely downloaded on your operating system, you need to go to the download location. So my file is in my downloads location, right? In my downloads folder. If you want to know the complete location of this particular file, you need to double click this particular file and go to get info. So over here I'm getting the location of my file which is users, Anshul and downloads directory. Right? So we have downloaded the Jenkins.war file, right? Now we need to start this particular Jenkins.war file. There is only one prerequisite to start this particular war file is Java should be installed on your machine. Till date, we are downloading this particular video. The current version of Jenkins is 2.13.121, right? And Jenkins is just supporting Java 8. The Java 9 and Java 10 is not compatible with the Jenkins stable release. So Java 8 should be installed on your machine. So let's verify the Java 8 is installed on your Mac machine or not. For this, I will go to my terminal and execute command java space dash version. Press enter key and it will return you something like that. Java version 1.80.0, some build version and the Java runtime environment and Java hotspot. So basically if you are getting output like this, you are getting a 1.8, it means Java 8 is installed on your machine. If you are getting 1.9, it means Java 9 is installed on your machine. If you are getting 10 dot something, it means Java 10 is installed on your machine, right? So we make sure that only Java 8 should be installed on your machine. If you are using Java 9, Java 10, then you need to uninstall that particular Java version and you need to install Java 8 on your machine, right? If you are not getting anything after this particular command, you are getting command Java is not found, then you need to install Java on your machine because Java is not installed on your Mac machine. Now to start the Jenkins, we need to start that particular war file. To start the Jenkins.war file, I need to execute a command java space -jar, then the path of your war file. My path is users Anshul downloads jenkins.war file, right? And after this space dash dash http capital P ORT equals to 9090. So basically I am providing the port to start my Jenkins server with the help of command dash dash http port, and I'm starting my Jenkins server on port 9090. If you want to start your Jenkins server on some different port, then you can use it. If you don't provide this particular command in the Jenkins Java jar command, then by default your Jenkins will start on port 8080, right? Press enter. It will start the unpackaging of that particular war file and it will create a directory .jenkins on your user home directory, right? See, then you will get some kind of message like this, and after that you will get a message Jenkins is fully up and running on your machine. Just wait. See, we are getting a message Jenkins is fully up and running, right? Now we can access the Jenkins on our browser. So I will go to my browser and I type localhost colon and port which you have provided during the start of your Jenkins. I provided port 9090. Hit enter. So it will land you on this particular page and it is saying unlock Jenkins, and here is a message to ensure Jenkins is securely set up by the administrator. A password has been written to the log and this file on the server. So either you can find out the password for this particular the administrator password from this particular location. I will copy this location, open another terminal and execute a command cat and the location which I just copied, right? Hit enter. It will return you a string like this. So this is the administrator password. So either you can get your administrator password from here, or when first time you started your Jenkins, then you can get your administrator password from your log as well. So here it is printing the administrator password and with the message please use following password to proceed with your installation. So I can copy it, go to my Jenkins and put it over here. Press enter to continue. After this, you will land on this particular page and it will ask you to customize the Jenkins, and it is providing two options. First, either you can install the suggested plugins or you can select the plugins to install. I will go with the default option and I will double click this. After some time, you will get a screen like this. So basically these are the plugins which Jenkins will install by default on your machine. So every plugin which installed successfully, Jenkins will mark it as a green. So basically these plugins may vary system to system, right? When I'm saying system, I mean operating system. So these plugins may have different plugins if you are using Windows. They may be different plugins if you are using Mac OS. They may be different if you are using Linux, right? So we have to wait until the complete download and installation of this plugin will be done. So you can see most of the plugins are green. It means these plugins has been installed and very few plugins are still in the pending. So we have to wait until the all plugins will be green. Now we can see the last plugins are being installed. The email extension is being installed. So we have to wait until this last plugin will be done. So you can see as soon as the plugin installation is done, Jenkins render you on the next page where you need to set your admin account credentials, because First time when you will start the Jenkins, it will provide you the password. But after this, you need to set your own password to log in your Jenkins system. So I will enter my username, my password, confirm password, enter my full name, and enter my email address. After this, I need to click save and continue button. Right? It will ask you the instance configuration and it will ask you Jenkins URL. So I will keep it as it is and again click on save and finish. So Jenkins is ready. Your Jenkins setup is complete. Start using Jenkins. I need to click this particular link to start using Jenkins. Once I will click this link, user will land on the Jenkins page. So you can see in the menu bar, I am getting my name, a logout button. It means currently I am logged in my system. This area where welcome to Jenkins are being printed, this is called dashboard, right? Here I will get all my jobs which I will create on Jenkins. The leftmost area is basically called the menu area. Okay, so here we will, from this particular location, we will manage our Jenkins. So we will go through the complete and detailed tutorials of the Jenkins in coming lectures, right? This is all how we can install and configure the Jenkins on Mac operating system. If you have any question around this, you can ask me your questions in question and answer forum. Thank you. We'll see you in the next lecture.